Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Daily News Podcast. Today is April 28th, 2026, and I'm here to bring you yesterday's market highlights, key trends, and what investors need to watch. Let's start with the big picture. The S&P 500 slipped slightly, finishing down around 0.4%. The Dow Jones lost about 175 points, while the Nasdaq also edged lower by about 0.5%. Tech stocks and energy dominated the headlines, and all eyes remain on ongoing Middle East tensions and the Federal Reserve's next moves. Here are the top stories shaping your trading day. First up, India's IT giants are taking a beating. The country's NSE Nifty IT index dropped more than 5% Friday, closing at its lowest level since June last year. Heavyweights Infosys and HCL Technologies reported weak earnings and growth warnings, pushing the sector down nearly 25% for the year. Analysts cite a slowing global economy, AI-driven disruption, and shrinking tech budgets as key headwinds. For investors, there's some debate. Fundamentals look more attractive after the sell-off, but most are waiting to see stronger results before buying in. Shifting focus to Microsoft, a rare stumble this year. Microsoft shares are down about 15% year-to-date, their worst quarterly performance since the financial crisis in 2008. Although the company beat revenue and earnings expectations last quarter, Wall Street is nervous about soaring AI spending up as much as $146 billion this year and the slow monetization of its Copilot AI chatbot. However, most analysts remain optimistic, with average price targets suggesting over 50% upside from current levels. Bulls see Microsoft's cloud dominance and AI investments paying off long-term, but near-term volatility is a real risk. Turning to energy, oil prices are back above $100 a barrel for Brent crude, rising more than 1% Monday on news that U.S.-Iran peace talks have stalled and the strategic Strait of Hormuz remains blocked. This key shipping lane handles about 20% of the world's oil flow. With no clear resolution in sight, analysts warn further supply disruptions could send prices even higher, raising input costs across sectors and fanning inflation fears for markets globally. In the crypto world, Bitcoin continues to capture attention. Over the weekend, Bitcoin closed above its 21-week exponential moving average for the first time since last October, a key technical signal. Prices are holding near $79,000, with analysts debating whether this confirms a market bottom. Macro factors are still in play. Upcoming Federal Reserve policy decisions and U.S. manufacturing data could trigger volatility, but growing institutional investor support is helping Bitcoin find its footing in a choppy environment. Finally, keep an eye on global deals and regulation. In Asia, China blocked Meta's planned $2 billion purchase of the AI startup Manus, deepening the tech rivalry between Beijing and Washington. This move comes just weeks ahead of a scheduled Trump-Xi summit and could impact cross-border M&A trends, especially in AI and tech. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq both slipped about 0.5%. The Dow Jones was off 175 points, and energy and tech remain the big stories. Watch for major volatility this week as the Federal Reserve meets, key earnings continue, and crucial inflation data drops. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and join us tomorrow for more market analysis and the latest news driving global finance.